common thing with white people. And we're going to cover another story that's similar to that. But let's move on to a different story. I want to just cover that real quick to get you guys to see that. But I want you to see this here, right? So this was reported back on November 4th of 2025. And yet we have an update on November 21st, 2025. So let's look into this sheriff. This sheriff out of Pennsylvania, the Somerset sheriff. Somerset County commissioners are responding to questions about the possible removal of Sheriff Dustin Weir from his position as he faces misdemeanor charge for corruption of minors. County commissioners issued a statement on Tuesday morning through Solicitor Benjamin Carroll, saying that he had no comment about the specifics of the case, and under Pennsylvania Constitution and the county code, the sheriff is an elected official. It is unclear under Article 6, Section 7, as well as the Pennsylvania Sheriff and Deputy Sheriff Education and Training Act, that any form of determination as to the status of the sheriff in light of the allegations of any form of misconduct is addressed at the state level and not by the county or the commissioners. State investigators allege that at least at last year's Shop with a Cop event, Weir reportedly pressured a 15-year-old girl to accompany him to the Walmart store aisle where condoms were sold. Wow. Court documents say Weir allegedly attempted to photograph her next to the condoms. The investigators say that Weir also reportedly made sexual remarks and asked questions about the girl's sexual activity. Weir is maintaining his innocence, and his attorney, Matthew Zatko, says that he will continue serving as sheriff and has no intentions of taking a leave of absence. Now, let's fast forward to this story here. The current story. Somerset sheriff will still work in court while charged with misdemeanor. How the hell is that a misdemeanor when you're doing that with children? This is from November 21st, 2025. That was 2 days ago. Somerset County Sheriff Dustin Weir, as security officer for the Somerset County Courthouse and Deputy Constable, does his job well, says the president judge, who sees no reason to replace him while he is fighting a recent charge of corruption of minors, a first-degree misdemeanor. So let's look at the judge. Who's the president judge? Thomas R. Campbell. I want to see what this bastard looks like. I want to see what he looks like. You got any pictures of him? Yeah, I figured that's what he would look like. He looks like the most comically white dude ever. And it's not shocking then. It's not shocking that he looks like the most comically white dude ever. Yeah, he looks like the most comically white dude ever. I want to open this photo. I want to see a photo of him. I want to make this bigger. He looks like the most comically white dude ever. Ever. Look at this white dude. He looks like the most comically white man ever. He looks like the most comically white man ever. Ever. I mean, ever. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. The most comically white dude ever. And this dude is allowing this sheriff. Right? Dustin Weir, to continue as a court officer, a deputy constable in a courthouse, despite the fact that this man is accused of trying to prey on a little girl. They're allowing him to continue to work in a freaking courthouse. And you're asking parents to trust these bastard cops out here. Again, I just covered a story where you have a problem with white men who are white supremacists, who have CSAM material, who constantly look for child porn. And now you letting this bastard sheriff serve in the courthouse despite being charged with that. President Judge Scott Bittner could replace Weir as security officer of the courthouse if he felt there was a need to do so. He does not, said the Somerset County Court Administrator Tammy Escalera. He has done an outstanding job for the court, she said. He has done everything that the court has asked of him, has expected of him. So there is no reason to remove him when he has never violated his position with his position with the courts. Wow. So you think this predator who's out here, and again, let's actually highlight this. State investigators allege that at the last year's Shop with a Cop event in 2024, Weir reportedly pressured a 15-year-old girl to accompany him to the Walmart store aisle where the condoms are sold. Court documents say that Weir attempted to photograph her next to the condoms. Investigators say Weir also reportedly made sexual remarks and asked questions about the girl's sexual activity. This is the guy that this woman, and again, I want to look up a picture of her too. I want you to see their faces. I don't want them to be able to hide their faces. No. Tammy, who are you, Tammy? There we go. There you go, Tammy. I get to see your LinkedIn page. I want to see your face. That's who Tammy is. The one who's defending that freaking predator. That's who Tammy is. I want people to see Tammy's face. Hi, Tammy. Hi. Hi. I want you to repeat what she said. He has done an outstanding job for the court. And yet he's out here preying on 15-year-old girls. That's what the freaking state of Pennsylvania is saying. I'm not saying that. They're saying that. They're saying that. Not me. And the judge who could just get rid of him wants to keep him. That guy. Right there. That guy. Yeah, him. He wants to keep him. He thinks he's doing a good job, guys. Doing a great job, guys. Yeah. They don't even want to remove him from the courts despite what he did. Despite what the state is saying that he did. I'm not saying it. They're saying it. Why would a state accuse one of his own elected sheriffs of doing a thing like this if it wasn't true?